Alright, there's a truck around the corner blocking the entire lane. We have no choice but to go around it. So we're in the oncoming lane right now, and it looks like FSD has no plans on leaving. Hey guys, we want to get some coffee, so we're going to drive to our local Starbucks today. The entire drive will be in the city, so we have a pretty exciting episode today. We also have 3 disengagements this video, which is insane. I'm looking forward to showing them to you. Let's dive in. We have about 25 days until June, the Robotaxi launch month. Tesla hasn't set an exact date, so it could be as late as June 30th. Hopefully it won't be that late. We have a moment here where we need to make an unprotected left turn on a busy street. There are quite a few oncoming cars, so FSD waits patiently. FSD is quite sharp and it notices a car slowing down to make a turn. FSD then seizes the opportunity to make the left turn. Alright, time for Tesla news. In the latest app update, Tesla has added fully functional code related to Robotaxi. This makes me extremely bullish and suggests that they're on track for the June launch. The code includes functionality for adjusting and confirming pickup locations, entering destinations, displaying real-time ETA, managing trip cancellations, and many more Robotaxi-related actions. There's even code allowing Smart Summon without continuously holding the Smart Summon button, which is a significant change to the user experience. There are also references to the use of live activities for iOS, likely reserved for the Robotaxi experience. This is all very positive signal. The white car in front of us for some reason decides to slow down. FSD is able to notice this and decides to drive around the car. We then learn that there's actually another car in front of the white car that's double parked. FSD then decides to go back to the right lane. Even though we're not in hurry mode, standard mode does a pretty good job of going around slower vehicles even on city streets. Once again, we have another vehicle that's blocking our lane. FSD simply switches to the left lane to avoid it. Continuing on with Tesla news, someone on X was talking about the things he hated the most with FSD, one of them being the camera cabin attention monitoring being too strict. I agree with this one. If you're trying to do something like change the temperature or enter another destination while using FSD, it nags you after a few seconds to pay attention. I think the software is getting great to the point where we don't need to be overly cautious. I think we still need to supervise, as you'll be seeing soon in this video, but I think the attention monitoring can be less strict. I personally think it should be less strict on freeways where there are fewer variables to look out for. Elon responded to this person by saying, "You're right. Maybe we'll see some changes soon?" We've got this car that's sticking out, which forces both the car in front of me and FSD to maneuver into the left lane. Notice how FSD patiently waits for the 2 cars on the left to pass. We've also got a truck up ahead that's double parked, so FSD switches lanes again. It's a pretty busy day for FSD. On a random note, I finally got the spring update last night. I might make a video covering the updates. There are a ton of quality of life improvements, so I'm pretty happy to get it. Going back to the drive, we have to turn right at this upcoming street. Unfortunately, the street is blocked off by traffic cones. FSD gets confused here and it takes a really long pause. I couldn't wait for it to think any longer due to the traffic behind me, so I disengage here. I think it would have figured it out eventually, but it was just taking way too long. I was surprised that it got confused because it did quite well in similar situations in the past. Hopefully the AI team gets my voice message. We have a few product-related updates that I want to cover. Tesla finally announced the Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive. It has a range of 357 miles. Ryan Torres, a staff program manager of sales operations, explained the differences between the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive. He said everything is the same except range, acceleration, supercharging speed, price, and weight. For those interested about pricing, Dennis on X said that the rear-wheel drive is worse for financing, but that won't matter for those paying in cash or for those who plan on leasing. We have a small moment here where we have this gentleman who's standing by his car with his door opened. It's nice that FSD is able to catch him on the visualization. For the next product update, Tesla canceled the Cybertruck range extender. I wasn't planning on getting the Cybertruck anytime soon, but this is a bummer because I really want the truck to get more range since I drive in the winter in areas with limited supercharging. I'm really hoping that they're doing this because they figured out a better solution. Maybe the Cybertruck can fit more battery in the future, or maybe there will be an update to the battery tech in it. Who knows? We have a safety critical disengagement coming up. You're going to have to see my display for this one. We have a right turn coming up. It's hard to see, but there's a truck right after this corner that's blocking the entire lane. This forces both the car in front of me and FSD to go around this truck by going into the opposite oncoming lane. And FSD decides to stay in the oncoming lane, which is bad. I disengage here because FSD didn't seem to show intent to go back into the correct lane. What a bummer. You guys might have to rewind the footage to watch the disengagement again. Do you think I shouldn't have disengaged? After rewatching the footage, I looked at the blue FSD trail on my display right before I disengaged, and it seemed like FSD really wanted to stay in the oncoming lane. This is why you really need to supervise in the city because there are so many weird edge cases. Here we have an angry driver passing me, which is funny because FSD is going at the appropriate speed. The driver even skips the stop sign. Just your average Jersey driver. We have another small moment where we need to get onto this main street with many high-speed cars. FSD is able to find an opening and squeeze in. So we're going to take a look at our last disengagement of the day. We just arrived at Starbucks and we need to enter the parking lot. For some reason, FSD struggles to enter this parking lot and freezes for a few seconds. I didn't want to keep the car behind me waiting, so I disengage here. I don't know why it failed there. Also, sorry for the weird angle of my camera. I messed up while trying to stabilize the footage. Anyways, that's the drive. What do you guys think about today's disengagements? Are they bad? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.